healing, self-care,
mental health,
laugh, joy,
women,
real Black girl shit. To be whole is to be healed. Black girl joy, healing journey. Black woman be whole.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast. We're your hosts, Anisha, Kim, and Markia.
What up?
Hey,
What
Y'all.
up?
Where y'all at?
Woo!
All right. And we are Black women working on being whole. That shit is hard, but we doing it. Okay, let's be clear.
Out in these streets trying to get it right.
Hold up, y'all. We are on episode number 2. We are at season 3. And you know what? We got something a little different for y'all today.
Word?
This
Really?
is new. Okay,
Do
y'all.
tell, girl.
New.
Do tell.
We have a special guest joining us today. Come on,
Do
y'all.
we?
Yes, this is our first guest of the season.
Oh,
But you know what? Before we get into that, let me slow it down. Let me bring it back. Let me check in with y'all. Let me check in with my girls. So, ladies, what y'all working on this week, this month, the last 10 days, the last 48 hours, whatever. What's up, Markia? What's up? What we doing? What we working on?
I am in full entrepreneur mode at this point. So I am navigating what it is to own your own business. And it is challenging, but I enjoy it. I would rather it be this version of hard than what I was dealing with in past employment situations. And, I'm realizing maybe all along I was supposed to have my own business because I do enjoy the freedom and I'm able to take care of myself, right? Like I don't take meetings before 10 a.m. unless it's like a dire situation. I can work as late as I want to and still preserve parts of me for me. So it's still a little jank, but it's cool. I like it.
It's giving boundaries with the big B right now.
Absolutely, girl.
Hey,
Let me
girl,
tell
you gotta
you.
make it right.
I said
Get it
no.
right.
Because, I be in the middle of the day going to get my hair and my nails done. Like, I can't see nobody. I got to get myself together. No,
Yes, I like to not start before 10. I like if I don't do my workouts before then I have like a good 2-hour chunk that I don't schedule meetings so I can do my boot camp and
Love
my
it.
training. So,
Come on now.
gotta keep the marbles in the box, child.
That's what it's all about. Freedom to live your life the way you need to. It's not disrupting your life. You're integrating it into your life. So
And I'm doing all of the things. So
kudos to that. Yes, you are.
thanks.
Hey, love that for you.
What about you, Cal?
Girl?
Ooh,
So
sound ghetto.
Ooh, all
you
of
know
that.
the whole saga of the health and the nonsense, I'm just trying to continue my walking, go to all my appointments. I gotta, make all my things go so that I can, live my best life because I can't let it slow me down, So I'm working on my health again, still. When does it stop? I don't fucking know, but that's where I am. Working on my health, eating better,
Come on,
you
eating
know.
better.
Shout out to Crystal, the alkaline doula. I love her
Oh.
teas. I have been doing her teas, like just really drinking them and following the regimen that she has set out. And I definitely feel a difference.
Did it help
I've
you lose
been-
weight? Because that's all I want to know.
It helps move the blood, the body, has all the things, She's got a whole line of things to help, women and humans in
I'd
general.
be like, give me the tea to make me go to the bathroom so I can lose 5 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
But okay.
You could just do that with regular water. You know that, right?
Yes,
Like if you just
girl,
drink a
you need
shit
to
ton of water.
drink a gallon of water a day and fuck around and find out.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Because you will be peeing a lot, and also it will give you some boo boo too, girl. It'll be knocking all the things loose with all that water.
For
Oh,
real. You know
Lord.
what go eat your White Castle burger.
You know what? Now you just want me to be sick.
Gotta
I'm
get
gonna
you
gain that
right.
weight right back. Look, that's that weight you gain right back.
Dang,
Little
oh,
stomach
Gina.
virus weight.
What you working on,
Okay.
Anisha?
So this is my birthday month. It is not a milestone birthday, but it's a birthday. So there is this part of me. So Markia, you talked a little bit about freedom, right? Like you having your own business gives you this different type of freedom. Don't laugh. I want to be like a nomad for like a month, like just for like 30 days. I am thinking about planning a trip to Wyoming, kind of Montana. Like I want to go to a bunch of like national parks and just like live in the park. I
Okay.
know. I
No
want to do that.
judgment. Be
Thank
free.
you. I want to be free.
We're gonna
I-
shower though. Like that's my only question. Like the
well, I
bathing
think
part.
that there is a part of me that has watched every Criminal Minds show, like all of the stuff. So
Uh-huh.
I always
I
think that
can't.
I'm gonna get taken.
Okay. But how
So
are you gonna
that's what's
bathe?
What is happening? Wait.
I just want to know where you're gonna shower. Like if you're gonna be in the park with the bears and all that. I mean, be free with
oh, you know, they
Baby
have
wild?
places for you. They like sometimes they have like little hotel, like they have little spaces
sometimes.
for you to live.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'll find one where like there'll be somewhere like it might be like a Motel 8.
Oh
You know,
girl.
I know.
But
I
it's not. I don't think a Motel 8 in Wyoming would be nasty because it's not like a Motel 8 in like a
New York City.
heavily populated area.
yeah.
You know, it might be a little cleaner. You
But it
know,
also may have a coyote as your roommate. I don't know. Like I
you
just
roaming with the buffaloes, girl. Okay,
So
buffalo
like I really want to
soldier.
see like animals. Like this is kind of really I really want to see animals and just mountains
You
and
just want to escape.
foliage.
You want to escape
Um,
and
I
just
don't think
be
it's
in the wild, the
escape.
wilderness.
I don't think it's escape. I feel like as a New Yorker, I just don't get to see this stuff. So I just want to see it. Like
That's
I
fair,
just
I
really
guess.
love it. And
Yeah.
I really want to kind of be outdoors. So I'm thinking about how I'm gonna do it because I kind of want to do it alone.
Mm.
When you share your life with someone, and I've always been one of 7 kids, like I want to see what it's like to just be with Anisha for an extended period of time.
Mm.
Now, not that I might not call somebody and be like, "You want to come out for 3 days?" I'll get a hotel this week.
Okay, because I was like, if you call me, I'm gonna be like, where am I bathing?
Right,
Yeah.
like I got a whole tour bus. Don't worry.
You
Like I
got
hooked it
you gonna
up.
be eating bison burger because ain't no damn cows out there
Right.
So
You could be
yes.
eating
or
off the
venison.
land, child, off the land for real.
So that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to put together a full-on plan.
You got
Mhm.
to be a
I have to
frontiers
figure
woman.
out the business, right? Like I still have to do the podcast. I have to have Wi-Fi. Like so just stuff like
Mhm.
that to figure out how do I still take care of my responsibilities, but also kind of be out in nature.
Go stay on a ranch or something.
Yeah.
Come on, Black girl in nature.
Be out there
Yes,
with the
yes,
your ranch
yes.
hand.
Not
Do
the
it
ranch
all.
hand.
Listen. If you're going to do it in for a penny, in for a pound, do the whole damn thing. Don't just do a
Right.
little bit. Do
Don't
all
half
of it.
ass. Do it all the way.
Well, he
All
said,
right, so
ain't
y'all,
no half step.
I'm gonna come back next episode with some more info. I'm gonna keep doing my little
Is this
research.
your
I'm gonna try to
narrative for
put
the season? Because the last season you was getting your apartment painted.
Look, now I'm leaving the apartment.
Wait,
I got
wait a
this shit
minute,
done
goddamn
over.
it.
Now I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. I don't want to be indoors no more. I want to be outside.
I mean, I'm just saying. We'll figure it out.
All right, y'all.
I
So
love it.
it is Women's History Month. So I want to know who is the woman icon you want to uplift for this month? Who is it, y'all? Kimmy, who is it?
Okay, so Octavia Butler, my boo, Octavia Butler.
Mhm.
I just want y'all to hear this. Like, I was so sad when
Okay.
FX did Kindred
Yes,
like
I watched
that.
Oh yes,
Kindred.
yes,
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 I
yes,
watched
yes.
it.
I
I
was
really
like, this
enjoyed it.
ain't the book. What
Oh,
y'all
okay,
doing?
because you've read the book. I've never read the book.
This
So
what y'all doing? And it's not getting renewed because the
what?
Octavia Butler fans know like what you doing. And so it was really sad, like, oh, how is this? How are we gonna bring out the rest of the stuff if this is the reception that it's getting? So I gotta shout out Octavia Butler. I love her. I love her books. I love, what she stands for. And she's my icon for the month.
Okay.
I got plenty,
Okay.
but she the one I want to highlight today on this
Okay.
podcast episode.
That's fair.
What about you, Markia?
You
Who
know,
you uplifting, girl?
I thought you was gonna do Zora Neale Hurston with that hat on, friend.
Oh Lord, the eyes was watching God.
Listen, I got my plantation plaits in my hair, so we got a guest on. I don't want her looking at me crazy.
That's
Kim
fair.
is
That's
like,
fair.
I ain't
Kim
do
is
my
like, it's
hair.
always Black History Month around here. My plantation flat.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
me, now I know it's been a little minute since the Grammys, child.
Oh shit.
But
Damn.
you know, Beyonce needs a little extra love because the people just hate on her for no reason.
They
I
sure
still don't
do.
understand why Renaissance did not win Album of the Year. And Harry Styles talking about things like this don't happen to people like me.
Who, a white man, right? Really? What did that mean, sir?
Sir.
So y'all
Sir.
running the game. What are you
Is he
talking
talking
about?
about non-binary people? Because is he non-binary? I don't know. But
I'm
like,
not
what is it? What
sure.
was he meaning by that?
I don't know
know.
how
Okay.
I really don't know how Mr. Styles identifies. I'm not sure of his pronouns. And I'm sure he's very lovely. But that ain't your damn trophy. Go give it to Beyonce.
Exactly.
No, but not all the people he beat out. He beat out Adele. He beat out Lizzo. He beat out Mary J.
And I feel
Like,
bad
was
for
like,
all of
dang.
them. But again, Renaissance, because let me tell you something, right? If Renaissance wasn't that lit, why everybody trying to go to the concert? I'm confused.
Sold out.
I'm confused. If she's not that lit, she's not the greatest artist living at this moment in time.
Why you got to get a code in order to buy the ticket?
Exactly. Like, I'm just saying. So none of y'all that didn't want to vote for my girl for Album of the Year better not be sitting in nobody's seat at no concert.
Wait a minute. I read this and it's wow. Somebody, one of the judges said
I heard it too,
something like,
she always wins.
yeah.
So we didn't want to vote for her.
You
Oh,
like,
hating ass
but you
bitches.
said you loved it. I'm
Right.
confused
But
by
what's
this.
that about? That's some real bias.
You know,
like you shouldn't be a
given,
judge.
It's given racism.
It's given you shouldn't be a judge.
Make it make sense.
That's how you making your decisions.
Like, it
really.
makes sense.
giving
I'm with
anti-black.
y'all. Listen, everybody, I was trying to look for that hat that got sold out. You know what? It's called the Beyonce effect, right? It's really happening.
Yes.
I wrote a post on social media, said I want to get scientific about this. Like, how many OnlyFans pages are gonna go up that they could get them Beyonce tickets? Cause people were saying it's so expensive, but it's not.
It's not that bad.
It's not.
No, my girlfriend got $600 tickets in Paris.
Yeah.
And she said she had really good seats.
Come on, niggas in Paris.
But wait, why
Let's
we acting like
go.
$600 is cheap?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking
I'm
about
sorry.
two. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm-
like what was you?
that's a
Six
little
was
high.
like, what is happening right now?
Too rich for my
Six.
blood.
You know.
The amount
definitely.
that people pay these days, like the Taylor Swift ticket, like it gets
Right.
Well,
crazy.
they don't love themselves because ain't nobody paying for that.
And I heard that Beyonce brings it out during tax time because she knows. So all I'm saying is
She
gotta
knows
know
her
your
audience.
clientele,
Okay,
know
she
your
knows her
audience.
audience.
You
She said,
know?
"Let me help y'all. Y'all got a little extra money right now, so you could go ahead and
Give me
spend
your
that. If you
tax
want to spend it
money.
on me, who am I to tell you no? Who are me to judge? You know, who are me to judge?
Wait, somebody said, Beyonce, you done told us to quit our job last year. Now make sure the
Right.
ticket prices, girl.
But that was true because it was definitely release your job, and I was like, ooh, and the paycheck too. Like that's a
You
lot.
released your job.
I can
and the
release my
stress,
soul
so.
in the stress.
I know I did
but
release
not
my
the
job though.
now.
You released your job and your stress, so
I
it
did, and I was
worked.
able to release the wiggle, you know, so I could be at the concert.
All right. Well, it worked. It didn't. Now everybody don't got your story.
Right
you
now,
know?
wait, cautionary, like right, advisory. This is not results may vary. Results may vary. Don't just quit your
Asterisk.
job with no
Pew.
plan, child.
Yes.
Love it.
Anisha,
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna keep
yeah.
it real simple. I'm gonna go with bell hooks.
Okay.
Okay.
What's going on with
I think
hooks?
recently recently I saw this video of her and she talked about radical openness in difficult conversations. And I think for like the last 6 months, that has been a part of who I am. Like I'm just trying to be open about all these different parts of me. I'm in perimenopause. We'll talk about that on another show. But like all of these different changes, like just trying to really be open and have hard conversations with people in my life. And I think so many people run away from that. And I don't want to run away from those things. Like I'm in session with people every day, trying to have them be more open, trying to help them have difficult conversations. I should be doing the same. And so when I listened to this video that I saw of her, and it was way back, like back in the day, it just was like, you know what? That's where I need to be right now. Like really radically open, vulnerable. Like this is who I am. I'm not hiding no parts of me no more. Fuck it. This is all of me. Take it or
Shine
leave
a
it,
light
baby.
on it, girl. Okay.
That's right. Shine a light on it.
Shine a
So,
light on it. Shine a light on it.
Hey, okay. Was somebody
Hey.
supposed to pick that up? And they didn't. Come on, I'm gonna need y'all to
Hey.
do better, y'all. All right,
That's
y'all.
fucking
So
sad.
I think it's time for us to introduce our guest. and get right into it.
Okay, let's do it.
Do it.
Cause she
do
about to be in the
it,
waiting room and
do it.
in the Zoom in a second, so we got to get it popping. All right.
Come through,
So
girl.
our first guest of the season is Nina Westbrook. Come on.
Nina,
So Nina Westbrook.
Westbrook. Give it up.
We
give it
dropping
up.
bombs. Okay. So Nina Westbrook is a licensed marriage and family therapist, mother of 3 children, and married to NBA All-Star Russell Westbrook. Bene by Nina was founded to serve as a safe digital environment that offers a wealth of resources and e-workshops to help cultivate wellness in every area of life. Nina is passionate about erasing the stigma around mental health and calls on her knowledge as well as various experts' understanding to support others on their journey to physical and emotional wellness. Her refreshingly candid insight on the topics of mental health and the importance of personal and interpersonal growth are regularly highlighted by trusted outlets such as the New York Times, TED, Goop, Good Housekeeping, and ABC 13. Oh my God, I am so excited to welcome Nina Westbrook to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast. Nina, hello.
Hi, ladies. It's so good to be here with you today.
Hey,
I am
girl.
so appreciative to have another therapist on here. They give me trouble on here sometimes for being a therapist. So
Well,
it's
I
Not
got
you
your
lying.
back. I'm here.
It's
I'm
the
here to
lies
back
for
you up
me.
today.
come on, Nina, that's what I'm talking about. So guys, we are so excited. We have so much to talk about. When I read that bio, there's so much to get into, but I think that we really kind of want to get started in talking about wellness, right? I think that as a society, we're talking more about wellness, our physical wellness, our mental wellness. So, Nina, we're just gonna throw it out to you. What does wellness mean to you? And I guess why is it important?
Well, I mean, wellness to me, it means so many things. And I think the reason why it's become so prevalent is that we are starting to recognize the fact that our wellness is a combination of both our physical health and our mental health. You know, in the past, we put so much focus and emphasis on our physical health. If we don't feel good or there's something going on, we go see a doctor. And now, especially in the aftermath of COVID and all of the social justice issues that we've been kind of experiencing and going through as a nation, I feel like the emphasis on our mental wellness is now starting to, I don't want to say it catch up with the emphasis on our physical wellness, but we are definitely starting to, as a society, value our mental and physical wellness together. And to me, wellness just means taking care of yourself and doing the things that you need to do to stay of sound mind, stay of sound body, stay healthy, and just being true to who you are, trusting in how you feel and trusting in your body to tell you what you need, and just, you know, developing and maintaining that relationship that you have with yourself.
What I was thinking about is that as a society, yes, we are definitely catching up. And also, as a therapist, I really want our mental wellness to be just as important. So the way that we get a physical every year, I really want people to go see a therapist and maybe get 3 or 4 sessions as a check-in. Like, where am I? How are things going with myself? Am I talking about my feelings? Am I talking about my needs and my wants in my relationship? So yeah, I think for me, wellness is both physical and mental, but I've been so focused, of course, on that mental wellness piece that I think that, yeah, we're talking more about it as a society. And I think Black and Brown people are talking more about their wellness. So that's been pretty exciting for me.
A lot of the time we wait until something drastic is happening in our lives to seek out therapy or seek out support. Whereas I think it's almost become sort of trendy, right? But there's not ever a wrong time to seek out therapy, and you don't have to wait until like everything hits the fan. When it comes to wellness, I think it's important to realize how much our choices in our everyday lives, every single small choice that we think that we're making, impacts and affects our overall wellness and the bigger picture of things. And that's what I like to do with Bene by Nina, is try to help connect everyday circumstances or situations that we experience in our everyday lives, and how that impacts our wellness, and how making this slight change in our diet can help to improve our overall wellness.
I'm so glad that you mentioned Bene by Nina. I want to get into that. But before that, I really want to get back into wellness a little bit. Was wellness a family value, or is that something like you acquired later on in life?
You know, I don't know. I don't know if it was emphasized as a family value when I was growing up. I do recall always feeling encouraged and always feeling comfortable talking about how I was feeling and expressing how I felt. I grew up with 3 brothers, so it wasn't necessarily always easy. I might get picked on or teased, especially in our family dynamics, for the things that you say, but I don't think that it was something that was shied away from, even so. And my mom was a physician's assistant, and I do recall having lots of rules around food. She used to buy this whole grain bread with all the seeds and nuts and all of the things in it when I was younger. And I used to absolutely hate it. And I just didn't understand why we couldn't have Wonder Bread like all my friends. We didn't drink, soda in the house, and like all of these things. She would never let us go to Burger King. I was so mad as I was younger, but what I realized is that all of those things, and obviously my mom was trying to help us eat healthy, and
Right.
those are definitely things that I carried on with me into my adulthood and with my own kids today.
I love that. I love that because I think for a lot of us, we don't realize that we carry the things that were given to us by our family, and how we either we replicate them in like our adult lives with kids, or someone comes along and disrupts it, or helps us realize maybe that's not the best value to continue carrying on. So, and speaking of like family, right? Like why did you become a licensed marriage and family therapist? I'm so curious about that.
You know, I feel like growing up, I was always that one friend or the family member that everyone kind of went to, I don't know, run their issues or little, whatever you want to call them by. I also had 3 brothers, so naturally, and no sisters. So naturally, I was, I want to say, a little bit more mature and kind of responsible. And I used to take on a lot of the leadership roles in my family, even though I wasn't the oldest, because my parents both worked a lot. My mom was commuting and working in Los Angeles at the time. And so I kind of naturally fell into that role. And as I got older, I discovered how much I really enjoyed having these meaningful, deeper conversations with other people, getting to connect with other people through different commonalities, and also helping other people to learn, encouraging them to grow and value themselves and love themselves and work on their relationships. And so I started studying, and it felt like fun to me. It didn't feel like school or work. I just was really into it. And so I was like, maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Because I actually started out as an English major, which I'm grateful for. That was great. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting. And so I definitely found my path. And I think it started very early on.
No, that's super awesome. And it's almost like you know what we're about to ask you next, because you talked about how you had so many roles and wore so many hats. And now you're in your adult life, you're a wife, mother of 3, entrepreneur. How do you balance these roles and identities and make sure that you still have time to exist as Nina the person, not Nina the wife, Nina mommy, Nina the friend? What do you do for Nina to make sure that she's okay?
I hate to say, but I feel like I know how to say the right things and how to encourage other people in their own lives. It's a little bit harder for me to take my own advice, I guess, which is probably true for most of us.
It is.
I feel
For
Definitely.
sure. That is resonating with me
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, right. We always want to see our family and our friends and everyone thrive and take care of themselves but when it comes to us, we just have a little bit more of a difficult time making that happen. So I think the first thing that I've been able to do is understand that and recognize that about myself, which is always important, like self-reflection and self-discovery, and your relationship with yourself is always going to be the most important relationship that you're going to have, because it's going to tell you, you're going to be able to do some reflection and figure out where your time is needed most, right? So this idea of doing it all or trying to maintain, my businesses and my marriage and be a great mom and take care of myself at the same time, it's not easy. It's definitely a juggle, but I think instead of trying to do all of it all at the same time, I think I prioritize what I feel needs my attention the most at that time. So if I'm noticing that my kids are feeling like they need extra mommy time, or I'm noticing changes in their behavior, then that's a sign for me that I need to spend more time delving into that and making sure that they're getting what they need from me. If it's my business and I see something happening or getting ready or gearing up for a launch or something like that, then that might get more of my attention, or my relationship. And I know when I'm feeling burnt out. I know when I'm tired. I know when I've had enough. And then
Yes.
I know that instead of doing the little things that I might do on a daily basis to take care of myself, it might be time to do something a little bit more meaningful that's really going to help me replenish. So I think it's kind of going through life in seasons, which is silly because it's a basketball analogy, but there are going to be different seasons in our life where we're going to spend a lot more time of our time doing one thing over the next, but knowing and when to prioritize all of the different, or what hat to wear, knowing which hat to wear at that time is important in order to navigate through all of that.
No, that definitely makes sense to me. And I appreciate you acknowledging that. I'm curious to know, like, what is a more meaningful thing to replenish Nina, though, right? Like, are you like, I like to go shopping. I want to go to the beach. I need to just take a nap. I'm a nap girl. So like, I don't know
I'm a
what that looks
vacation
like for
girl.
you.
Look, I want a beach. Soon as it's time to replenish, take
I'm
me
a
to the
bar
beach.
hop girl. I like to go out and turn up a little
You
bit,
know what?
release
You
my
know what?
energy.
Okay, so for me, I think I rely so much on the women in my life, my friends,
I love
my
that.
mom, and my family. Not only do I want to go on vacation, but I want to bring all of these amazing people in my life to share that time with, because every single time we get together, we all leave feeling energized and ready to take our best selves back into the jungle or wherever it is.
Yes,
right?
the mess.
Wherever we're going, we're able to leave feeling encouraged and enlightened and refreshed. And so I think I'm known to bring together amazing people so that we can kind of share our lives for a moment in time and do something meaningful and have important conversations and feel good about where we are when we leave. That's if I'm doing like the full out thing.
Yeah.
I do know how to take care of myself in much simpler ways, nightly watching Housewives or something.
Which franchise? Which one?
Oh, I hate to say, there are only a few that I don't watch.
Okay.
Whatever they have to offer, typically.
My sister just got into Potomac, like season 1. She has been texting me
Lucky
every
her.
day.
She gets to watch the whole
Every day.
thing.
Like she's never seen any
Again?
of it. So she's like texting me like, "Oh my goodness, Giselle, Robin." And I'm like, "Girl, I've seen this like years ago, but I'm gonna roll with you." Yes.
But it's
okay.
bringing back memories for you and energy. Like you forget more than you remember. Sometimes you have to go back and watch too.
Well,
It was
I
good
want
until
to.
it got toxic.
It's like mindless. I get to look at other people deal with whatever it is
Yes.
they going through and just be
Oh,
happy in my little chair on the couch or something.
wait, Anisha, yours is Love After Lockup, right, or something?
Oh,
Oh my God.
She
girl.
loves trash
No.
TV. It's a mess. I
Now,
can't
Love After
stand it.
Lockup is a time. I'm not watching currently, but I do know
Okay.
there's drama about Monique and that little tiny man, and people don't understand
Well,
their relationship.
let me just say this. I think that I do watch it kind of like as a voyeur, kind of as a therapist. And I'm like, there's some real unrealistic expectations going on here, y'all. Like this person just got out of jail and you want them to be a full-on partner to you with no job, no nothing. So it's like just so interesting. I sit there and I'm like, my husband's like, are you really watching that again? I'm like, I watch it every Friday, honey. Like, I just need you to know that this is my thing. But what I did hear you talk about also, Nina, was sisterhood, right? And like the importance of it.
Mhm.
And I think that when Kim and I decided to start Black Women Be Whole, a big piece of that was about helping women find sisterhood. Because Kim and I also have been friends for over 25 years. So we went to college together.
Mhm.
And so I would tell her when I would meet a lot of women in my practice, I noticed that a lot of them didn't have friends. And like, I had no idea that that was even a thing. Because I've always been, I'm grateful that I've had amazing friends throughout my lifetime, and I don't know what I would do without them. So listening to you talk about how you want to have your friends and your mom and your family around you, these women in your life, it is so important. You know, we do these events with women because we want to help them find that sisterhood, right? Because sometimes women are not able to trust and they don't know where to find friends, right? We usually find friends at school or at work.
Right.
And if you're not opening yourself up, you're not going to do it. So when they come to our events, you know, we really kind of push them finding that sisterhood. And it's really been unbelievable. We've had people like, you know, DM us and be like, oh, I met someone at the brunch and now we're going to see a play and we're doing this and we're going to dinner. So I feel like that sisterhood with women is so important. And it's really a huge value for us at Black Women Be Whole.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I agree. I think you know, you can't get things done without people. And sometimes that sisterhood is really important to reset for you, right? Like you need it just as much as they do. If we're feeding each other. And I find like having those moments are so great, but what would it be like if we could live like that all the time where people just got it and they just wanted to connect and we didn't have to like escape from our reality to get those moments and we could just live like that, you know, 80% of our lives or something. I just feel like there's so much that we could get from like relationships and you know some people have to work through their things, right? And
Right.
so figuring out what that means is always an interesting journey for everyone. So and you know texting, calling, you know, trips, I'm up for that. That's how we roll too. So
Dinner, coffee. And I love that you mentioned that the events that you have bring people together because that is 100% my intention. My friends are probably like, they love it, but secretly, but I'm the one at the table that's like, okay, we're going to go around and everyone's going to answer this question about why they're so, you know, grateful or share hardship that we can, you know, very limited. And so the way we spend our time, I think is so important. And I meet so many different amazing women. And like you said, they need that support system from other women and especially Black women. And so if I have this friend over here, I'm not like that, no new friends thing. I'm like, I have a friend over here and a friend over here, and I think you guys would be amazing together. So let's meet up in Cabo or something and just have a whole kumbaya and leave Cabo with new friendships and new relationships, you know?
I love that.
And maybe a little tequila, maybe a little.
And a lot of
Okay, perfect.
Nina said, don't put me in a box, girl.
Right.
I
I
like
didn't
my
want to assume.
No.
I was thinking shots, but I wasn't sure if that's where you were.
I'm a sipper now, but you know, a little glass of water in between each little cocktail and then I'm good to go.
The water is the key to avoid that hangover. I agree.
I love that we're talking about sisterhood in March during Women's History Month, right? Like, what a great time to talk about it. Well, we talked about connection, right? And so I really want now to talk about like what inspired you to create Bene by Nina, I'm so sorry, and the Do Tell Wellness card game. Because I think that card game is all about connection, So I would love to kind of talk more about that.
I feel like I went through this time as a marriage and family therapist. I was practicing, I did a lot of inpatient work, and then I was working in the school systems, and I had to pivot. And I felt like I wanted to figure out a way that I could still help to build those connections and still be well within the mental health community. And so I wanted to create Bene by Nina as a way to share information, really is the way that it started. I wanted to share stories. I wanted to bring expert advice that everyone may not have access to, right? Or I wanted to be able to put information on Bene that people are seeking, but maybe don't have the time, the resources, or the courage to go out and seek professionally or seek out on their own. It was meant to just serve as a resource and a space to connect and read and learn about other people's experiences, because that's how we connect, right? Is by learning about each other and the things that we go through and the commonalities that we share with the next person. That's how we connect. And so that then led me to this idea of creating Do Tell, which is a conversation card game, literally designed to inspire growth and connection. I started asking questions to my, at the time, very non-communicative husband. At the time, he was not my husband. He was just this boy.
He was on the way. He was on the way.
He's this dude you was talking to.
Some dude I'm talking to in college. And I talk a lot. No surprise there. So we would be on the phone for hours talking. Well, I would be on the phone for hours talking, and he wouldn't really say much. So I came up with this idea of the question game, where we essentially had to take turns asking each other any question in the world to try to get to know each other better. And you had to answer. There was no out. So it was really fun. And anytime I felt like I wanted to, or he wanted to just have that kind of deeper experience, we would do that. That was many years ago. Now I very much so have to tell him to stop talking to me quite often.
I love it.
So he's no longer that person. But at the time, that's where we were.
You're his safe space, like, babe. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I guess
seriously.
so.
I'm like, you must be happy. I'm happy you're happy, but I don't want to talk. I'm not happy. But I'm happy you're happy. Be happy over there.
Yeah.
But Do Tell is definitely a conversation card game meant to provoke, meaningful conversations. I've played with couples. I've played, in mixed company, men and women. With my parents, I've played with my girlfriends. I've played with, just about anybody. And when I tell you, the experience is always a blast. I can even continue playing just because everyone's answers are always going to be different. Right. So it always feels fresh and new. Even though I've heard these questions all before, we're all so different. Everyone answers them differently. But people are really, really excited. And I've gotten the biggest reaction, believe it or not, from men who are like, yeah, they're like, I want to answer that question too.
Oh,
like,
love it.
All answer the same question.
Yes.
Look at you impacting the men's lives, girl.
It's for everybody. It's for everybody. Okay.
It's for everybody. And people really love being in situations where they feel that they can be vulnerable and everyone can be vulnerable together, because that's what really creates that connectivity.
Oh, well, guess what? You need to play with us then. Come
I was going to say,
what's the question?
Do you have a card
wellness card game? I'm ready.
Yes.
I don't know if the audience is ready for my answer though, because I'm the wild one.
I you know what? I had a feeling that this group of ladies was gonna be like that. So I picked a fun question.
Okay.
Who's gonna go
So the
first?
question
I'll go
is,
first. Is it
Okay.
high spice, medium spice? What?
I did keep it cool. I did keep it cool.
Okay, so it's a mild, medium to mild. Okay.
Yes, we're keeping it cool. I don't know if we need it's more spicy than this.
Do tell that the dog
Okay,
is a thing.
so
Okay.
coming next. Okay, so how would your closest friends describe you?
My closest friends. See, it depends on which one you ask, right? So for the most part, everyone would probably tell you I'm definitely supportive, good listener, but I'm also very big on my boundaries too. So like if I said no, I said no. So like that is a thing too. Yeah, like because the thing is I can't keep pouring into cups that, and making sure everyone else is good and healthy and successful, but not take care of myself. So I had to get a little bit stronger on the nose. Even more so than previous seasons, as the listeners know. That's like one of my favorite words to say. But definitely very loving, caring, and like will do any and everything I can in order to help.
I love that.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna go next. What
Okay.
would my closest friends say about me? Okay, yeah, it does depend because it's not code switching, but it is definitely personality switching a little bit because there's some people who can't handle my wild side. I definitely think my friends would say like I'm very adventurous and a little wild because I've always got the stories. I think they would say that I help and I do a lot. Like I'm always showing up. Like if somebody needs something and I have it at my disposal, I will certainly what money, time, all the things. I'm certainly showing up for people that I love or care about. And I have a problem with no. So my boundaries are very opaque. They're not transparent, but they're definitely opaque. I think
Mhm.
they would also say that I'm a little rigid because I have very kind of like specific things like, okay, if you get in the midst of this, then my reaction is going to be probably a little too rigid for people. So it just depends on like my values that people hit. So, and I'll leave it at that. But I'm also fun. Like people really enjoy being
I
around
can
me.
see that about you. You
She's
seem
Like,
very
very fun.
fun. She is
and I
very
Yeah.
but here's the thing, and I also get people to do things. They're like, I can't believe I did that. And it's like, well, you were hanging out with me. That's on you. But did you have a
Mhm.
good time? There it is.
You will always have a good time.
Um, well, I have one of my best friends on here. So Kim, I think that you would say I was fun. I can be super sarcastic sometimes. That wild side, the two of us get together, it's gonna be a good time for everybody. I'm pretty adventurous, as well. As far as boundaries, I'm one of 7 kids. So I say yes to just about anything. So if you ever need help, I will always be open to help. I'm pretty loving. I'm super understanding sometimes. And if you're really close to me, you're gonna say I'm super emotional. Like I can drop a tear in a minute and I'm okay with it. I used to have an issue with it because I was teased because it was 7 of us. And my mom and my dad, they would be like, an Academy Award goes to, I'm like, really, y'all? I was that dramatic. So I'm pretty dramatic. But I have learned to love all of those parts of me. And I think what's interesting is how do you start to learn to love those parts, right? And not feel bad about the ones that, you get teased about, but it's part of who you are. So.
Absolutely. And I mean, it wouldn't be family if there wasn't a lot of teasing happening.
I know. When do we let that one go?
Yeah,
But I
that's
have good jokes, so I'm good at teasing too. So I can't act like I'm not.
yeah, you give it right back. That's what you learn when you're younger, is just to give it right back to them.
It's a rite of passage in the Black family. You can't keep up.
You better learn how to keep
Right.
up.
I feel bad for the introverts in Black families. It's like, oh,
But
Because you're going to get
I'm
these
an
jokes.
introvert, but you know what? Introverts are not the same around family, I don't think.
right.
They're only introverts out in the world.
Yeah.
Right? When they're home, when you're in your safe space, where that could be wherever your people are or in your home, it's not that much of an introverted life, I feel like.
I would have to
Great
agree
distinction.
because my husband is an introvert, but like when Kim spent time with him, she was like, "Oh my God, like he's so cool, he's so fun." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I married him. Y'all might see a different side of him." at our wedding, she was like, he is not gonna dance off a genuine on my pony. I'm like, he's gonna do it, I promise you. And he did it.
He sure did. I was like, okay, shock in Mexico. What's going on here? You
Yeah.
done flip it upside
You gotta
down.
get comfortable. I'm actually an introvert, but most people don't know I'm like a closeted introvert. Just because when they see me, I guess I don't give introvert vibes, but it's taxing. Like I did this whole thing about introverts and extroverts. I actually talked to a parenting coach about it when it came to my kids, because society wants you to be an extrovert, right? We reward
Yeah,
that
we
type
do.
of behavior. And so the challenge and the struggle to be,
On all the
out
time.
there, yeah, on all the time. It definitely, because people don't understand when you just don't want to talk and you just want to be left alone. They think that's
My
weird
kid is
sometimes.
giving it over
No,
there.
talk about it, because someone actually texted me today and was like, I haven't heard from you. And I was like, if you know me in real life, I am not an everyday person. Now, if you text me, you need something, I will be available. I will get back to you. I will do the things, but I don't want to talk to you every day. I don't talk to my mama every day. I don't talk to my daddy every day. So like when people are like, you don't, and I'm just like, I just want to be alone. But you're so excited. No, girl, I have to do that outside. When I'm in the house, I don't have to talk to nobody. I live alone.
Right.
No one
It's
looking for
like
me. The
it's
plants
like an
ain't
actor
asking
on
me.
a stage.
Literally.
You
Yes.
become like an actor on the stage. Yeah.
I agree with that. Let me tell you something. Oh, Kim, you have to come to our party because it won't be a party. No, girl, I'm tired now. The pandemic really broke that down for me. Like, I'm not the life of the party anymore. I want to go home. I want to go lay down. I'm tired. Like, I don't want to sit and I hate to use that phrase because that's not what it is. Because it's like when someone is fun, like people, they want you to make their thing funner or
They want more
better.
of you.
Yeah.
They
You
want
know
more and more and
what?
more.
I have the best analogy that my yoga instructor / friend told me. She's like one of those people that when she comes, it's just positive, happy, love, and she makes you feel like $1,000,000. So we're talking about introverts and extroverts. And she says that as an extrovert, you wake up in the morning and you leave the house with 0 tokens, and you collect tokens from each person that you see along the way throughout the day. So by the end of the day, you have a bag full of tokens. As an introvert, you wake up with about 10 tokens.
Exactly. About 5.
And as you get through your day, you're passing out your tokens. And once your last token is gone, you're done.
You out
That's
the
it.
door.
That's all
I'm
you
gonna
have to
lose.
give
I'm gonna have
that
to
day.
use that one, Nina. Thank you. I'm stealing
Yeah,
that.
and that's me. I have only so many tokens, and I know if I need my tokens for something, I know enough about myself now that I'm gonna save my tokens and I'm gonna save them up because I'm gonna need to give a lot out at this event tonight. So I'm gonna stay at home and keep my tokens for me so I can have the energy to give out later on in the evening for this event. That's kind of, you gotta be a little bit more intentional.
Yeah.
Your tokens.
I love that. I am all over the place. I'm a mess. I have stayed up for 24 hours because I'm like this person, that person. And it wasn't drugs. It just was like a good time and some tequila.
Not this
But
place,
you know
man.
what? It feels like a drug though. Like for an extrovert, being around other people, it feels like a drug. It does. You're like,
said you're
you have a
Diddy.
high.
Giddy,
No,
giddy.
giddy.
Okay, I was like, wait, what?
Oh,
It is. And then if you're not an extrovert, it feels like someone is zapping you of all of your energy. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's just growing up in a large family though. I feel like I've met every kind of person that I'm going to meet. My mother's one of 8, my father's one of 9. It's a bunch of people. And so there is no quiet. So I've never grown up in quiet, I think. And it feels weird to be quiet and alone. That's my thing I gotta work through, y'all. Now we know season 3. That might be my storyline.
But I think but to that point though, Kim, I think that's where I'm the opposite, because it was always like loud in my house. I'm one of 3 and I'm the oldest. So, that comes with a whole bag of special issues in and of itself. But I love the fact that I don't have to talk to anybody. Like, it's my favorite thing. Like, I walk in here, no one's looking for me. It's beautiful. So like, I think I'm too into it because my family's like, you never come around. And I'm just like, well, we did it for a long time, guys. Like we were together for a while. It's okay. Like, we can be
So
separate.
can I point out how the one question that you gave us, Nina, has led into this whole other conversation?
Mhm.
So I think
Okay.
like the listeners can see, like, it's really a door to conversation. And I
Mhm.
think
It
it would be
is.
really great for a dinner party, like, or any
It's
party, like an intimate party. It would be really cool.
Mhm.
for any vacation. Like it
Yes.
is, it's really truly magical. I came up with the questions. The whole point is to have it's meant to be self-reflective, and it's also meant to help you take the time to think about the things that we don't typically think about. And you would have to read more of the questions to know exactly what I'm talking about. But once you hear your answers, then hopefully you'll be able to make changes or shift things around to do things that are more beneficial for you in the way that you see yourself and the way you enjoy to spend your time, and so on and so forth.
I love that. That is fun. Y'all better go get these do tell cards.
Yes.
Find out about yourself, your friends, or relearn some things, be honest, be vulnerable. I'm excited. We might have to play a game, Ednisha,
Yes.
with the
I'm
I'm
gonna
here.
send you
people.
some cards for
With the
sure.
people.
Oh my
Ooh,
God,
thank
thank
you.
And stay
you.
and we're gonna play that on a live on IG or something. We're gonna grab a few folks just to let them see, what that feels like. Cause that did feel good. It was validating because it was like, okay, but then we
Mhm.
went deeper. Like
Mhm.
what Marquia said, what Anisha said, I kind of know and and I'm sure based on what I said, they were like, yeah, that's you. But
Mhm.
then we went to another level.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Why? The why,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
right?
why.
Right.
How did we get here?
Right.
Yeah.
Must know more.
What's the origin story?
Right.
But I think it's
Okay,
interesting because
Hippolyta.
I think people think that they know their friends, but also we grow, right? And I'm not the same person as I was 10 years ago, right? So my answer might have been different then. So if we have this conversation now, you might continue to learn more and more about me. So I think that that's the beauty of this, that you can really learn so much more about your friends than you think that you know. Because I think sometimes we think we know people, but that's only the tip of the iceberg.
Mhm.
And thank you. That's a space. Like you're creating a space for people to do that, right? Like sometimes in passing, those kind of things don't come up. So we have to be intentional. I like the word going back to what you said earlier, being intentional about conversation.
And it being in the shape and the form of a game, but a lot of this stuff are questions. A lot of these questions are things that might come up in therapy, right?
Mhm.
But everyone is not open, and everyone doesn't necessarily understand, or maybe they're afraid to go to therapy. But a lot of the questions are like self-reflective, and you're going to learn about yourself. You're going to learn maybe even what other people think about you, or how other people see you. And the more knowledge we have about ourselves and the more we know about ourselves, our relationship with ourselves can improve. And again, it's the most important relationship that you're going to have. So it's great to continuously work on that relationship.
No, I love that for sure. It's kind of like sneaking the vegetables in the pasta for the kids, right? It's like, oh, it's a game. Come on. And then it's like, wait, I learned something. And maybe that didn't feel so bad. And maybe I will find a therapist. So I think no, but think about it, right? Like people start to have like, oh, it's not that bad. Like this is the things you do in therapy. So I think that's really awesome that you do that. I know we're getting close to time. So do you have any tips, tools, or resources that you would like to share out with our listeners? Obviously, Bene by Nina, follow her on all the socials, folks. But what else would you suggest that people consider, look into as they go on this journey and maybe just start to open up to the idea of, mental health and taking care of it and growing as a person?
Yes, I mean, obviously, there are so many resources available to each of us online. A lot of them free resources. I know Bene by Nina offers so many free resources. I also offer wellness courses like wellness workshops. My latest workshop is for competitive athletes. I actually partnered with a really good friend of mine, Dr. Charleston, and I met her. She was actually the team doctor to one of my husband's teams in one of his professional teams. And so we connected and we're friends to this day. And we decided we're going to come up with a workshop to help competitive athletes, not with their physical fitness, but with their mental fitness, because as we've seen over the years, a lot of the pressure and a lot of the anxiety that is caused from being a competitive athlete from the highest level in the Olympics with Simone Biles, and Michael Phelps is a huge mental health advocate, and Kevin Love in the NBA. There's more conversation about it, and I think that I thought it was the right time to come out with a workshop to help other people learn how to cope and manage the many stressors of being a competitive athlete. And as far as tips for wellness, I would say just be a student of yourself, learn, grow, seek out help and support when you need it. Even if you're not ready to take that next step and jump into therapy, there's so many different things that you can do before then that can help you to get acquainted with who you are and figure out what your boundaries are and what your likes and dislikes are and who you connect with and who you can go to in times of need and how do you like to spend your time. And so we talked about this question. I think it was the first question that you all asked is, how do I see wellness and what does it mean to me? And I think that everybody should be asking themselves that question. And what can you do to be intentional about seeking out that wellness for you in your own life and your own personal situations?
Oh, I love that.
Woo, that's the way to end the show. Okay.
Right.
That's right.
Now tell us your socials, friend, before we let you go. How do they find you on the internet? How do they follow you?
Oh, I mean, on Instagram at Nina Westbrook. And then at Bene by Nina with an X, Bene X Nina. And then my card game, Do Tell Card Game at Do Tell Card Game, and benebynina.com.
Awesome. Thank you. Guys, go get
Thank
that
you.
stuff.
This
Join
was
the
so
game.
fun.
Yeah.
Go get the cards. Go get the Do Tell cards. Listeners, go do that.
So
That's a
fun.
good thing.
You won't regret it.
Yeah.
And check out her wellness community, because I think that having a digital wellness community is so important, because a lot of us are still not doing things in person. And so wherever you are, you can learn so much. I looked on there, you talked about skincare, you talked about nutrition. So I love it because it's a myriad of things. It's not just kind of focused on one thing. So it's kind of a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
Body,
that.
mind, and community. I like how you broke it down too, because it's you and then y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
Heavy on you
Thank
first.
you.
Thank you so much, Nina. We had so much fun with you.
Same. I did too. Next time we'll go through more questions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Maybe we can get you on a live. Maybe we could do a little like
I would
have
love
you pop
to.
on
We
a
need to
live
do the Do
and
Tell
do it that
live.
way. That would be a fun
Yes, I
time.
would love to.
Awesome.
Okay.
Am I doing the takeout?
Yes, take
Yeah.
us out.
Okay.
Let's get to the thing.
As always, thank you for listening to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast, season 3. This is season 3, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
If you want to keep up with us, of course, it's at Black Woman Be Whole on Instagram, same on Facebook. Make sure you sign up for our newsletter, get those emails, sign up and see what events we're doing, where we'll be, and a way to just keep in touch with us. So we look forward to talking to y'all the next time. Bye, y'all.
All right, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast. If you want to keep up with what we're doing, you can find us on Instagram at Black Woman Be Whole, on Facebook at Black Woman Be Whole. You can even go to our website, blackwomanbewhole.com, where you can join our mailing list and you can find out what we're doing as far as events, where we'll be, if we're vending. You can also get a heads up on any information about upcoming podcasts and any product releases we're having. We appreciate you, sis. We'll see you next time.